Yo, what's up, kids? Hello, I'm Jaden, and welcome to my show. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Today, I'm going all the way to LA, US of A, to meet SNG. OMG. He's amazing. He's a rapper and a pop star. You're going to love meeting him. You're going to love his music, and he's just such a lovely guy. So, we're going to chat to him in just a minute. But I think we should take some time out to watch one of his videos. Super cool. This is Dragons and Dangerous. This is SNG.
Come on. SNG. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Feeling like a milli, willy-nilly, top dollar. If you wanna scream, I can make a bitch holler. You want chicken nuggets when we pull up in the Mac?
Would you like fries with that trash?
I was trying to dance, I was trying to run, I did everything like a million. On my reptile shit, but I'm a dinosaur. I'm a T-Rex, out for you is just a boy. You clowny motherfuckers, don't be clowny with me. You're going back and forth and rewind it to 3. I do. I think you should be riding the D. You got it. Let's go. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I doubt it. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Goodbye. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I doubt it. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. I'm a late bloomer, peachy consumer. If you give me head, I would be the top shooter. Looter, bruiser, user, rags, computer, cruiser, hooter. I was slipping and sliding while you was licking and biting, and we was tangled like a pretzel. We was stuck in the twining, and we would knick-knack, paddy-whack, lick it up the crack. If you wanna finish, come on, baby, don't get sidetracked. A sidetrack, hijack, line back, ride that. Bypass climax. Hit it and quit it before you get so committed. And when you touch me, you will feel benefited. You clowny motherfuckers, don't be clowny with me. You're going back and forth and rewind it to 3. I do. I think you should be riding the D. You got it. Yeah. Let's go. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Now all you ladies swing your dick like a cyclone, and all you fellas pop your pussy like a side hoe. And all you ladies swing your dick like a cyclone, and all you fellas pop your pussy like a side hoe. Come on. Now all you ladies swing your dick like a cyclone, and all you fellas pop your pussy like a side hoe. Now leave the bitch up on red like the Bible, and all you fellas are pretending. Let's go. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Let's go. Maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did. You telling me one thing, then you're going all around it. If you like it, come on, baby, tell me all about it. Cause maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Maybe I don't, maybe I don't. Too bad, bitch. Cause maybe I don't think so, but I think so, but I did.
God, I really want that face mask. That is really cool. So in the future, you might see a new photo shoot with Jaden wearing something like that. I think that would be amazing. Let's go and meet this week's incredibly special guest, the amazing SNG. SNG. OMG.
Hello.
Jaden Show. How are you doing, man?
So good. How are you, Jaden?
I'm very well, thank you very much. I'm loving the background. I'm loving the kind of
Oh,
beat.
this is just in my living room, and I was like, let's like spruce it up a little bit for the Jaden Show.
Of course, I obviously spruce myself up especially as well. Quite frankly.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I love
you're from LA, hence the cap.
yes, LA. Weather here is beautiful. It's been raining actually,
Really?
but yeah, today it's like 61, or I'm not sure what that is in Celsius.
Mate, you're asking the next blonde. I have no
I put black over here, but it used to be blonde, you know?
Okay, so the blonde is the color, the black is the light in
Right.
it. About you, so we've just watched a video, Drag Isn't Dangerous. Really, really super cool. How did you get them things on your face?
Oh, that I forget where I saw it. I can't take credit for it.
I'm thinking, I'll do that in my photo. That look really cool, man.
I saw something on Instagram, and like immediately I was like, I need this in my live performance so bad. So my crazy brain, had to dissect it and was like, how do I make this? So I made it myself. It's just a bunch of like keyhole thingies, and then I connect them together with zip ties.
Really
Those are all just zip ties.
want to get towel sticks to still like
Right.
Thank you.
Give me like 1 second. Let me show you.
Generous.
I keep it. You can see, but this goes around my head.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out my game punk and was trying to get all those little sticks in, but every time I sneaked a loo, I left like a trail of cotton behind. It wasn't. Yeah, so now I know that could be a new look for me in my old age. That would be lovely. Tell me about that video.
So that video actually was for a fundraiser for Drag Isn't Dangerous. Producer Entertainment Group put it together to, raise money for a whole bunch of different organizations and stuff. And they had reached out to me to perform just so they could have like random entertainment segments, because it was like a telethon where people could like call in, donate, to all the causes and stuff. So when I got that call, I was like, holy shit.
$500,000 or more was raised for that event, right?
Yeah, it was really. And I saw the bill. There were going to be some pretty big names, involved in it. So I was like, I have to show out. We're no longer in a pandemic. I'm not going to do a performance in my bedroom. I refuse. So that just like, I don't know, something like came over me, and I was like, I have to become the producer of this entire thing. I wanted to like challenge myself. So it was me and 2 other friends who are incredible artists as well. We're like, let's see how we can do this for the most like cost effective way. So we went on Peerspace. We found that awesome venue, and we started just like organizing everything. I still hadn't even like finished the song that I wanted to do yet. I had to choreograph everything. I had to find dancers, do rehearsals, and just do it all basically. And it basically all came together, and I'm super proud of it.
Yeah. Well, the video was amazing, and it's so super cool, man. That's so good.
I appreciate it.
500,000 was actually raised by people at your kind of market.
Yeah, which is
about the zip ties.
To be a part of that.
Mate, that should be documented somewhere, that amount of money was raised by zip ties. It's amazing. No one else.
God, I cannot take credit. I'm merely nobody in comparison to who, like
was on the bill, I was completely honored to be a part of that, you know.
So is there going to be something else going on?
What was that?
Would be a follow up to that particular telethon, that particular fundraising event, or was that one and it worked?
No,
really
a one-time event to raise, because during that time, at least here in America, that was like a huge issue where like people, you know, Congress or the government, they were trying to ban drag queens and stuff like that, and essentially saying how like drag is dangerous to children and all that stuff. And our community wanted to fight back and be like, drag is not dangerous. Actually, it's an art.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
It's time itself, and I've never heard of any drag queens running into a school or a bloody shopping mall shooting half the bloody population. Anyway, maybe because you just can't run in high heels, so the getaway
Right.
was more difficult. That's probably what. But still, different, right?
Right.
So obviously, SNG, capital letters. When you weren't capital letters, when you were little mini MG, how
What?
how did it all start for you? When did you decide you wanted to be like a rapper in it and really get into the whole music scene?
My gosh. Dang, I guess it all started when I was a little kid. I was always that little kid, like screaming and like just singing over every single song that was on the radio. God, I was probably so annoying to my brother. And like growing up, I grew up with my cousins, and we were literally neighbors, like four of us. Like it was me, my neighbor was my cousin. There was one house next to us. After that house was another cousin, and then across was another cousin. And
So that one
Yeah.
person in the middle,
yeah,
they will stop singing and doing music. Jeez, man. It's like living
So-
Jackson 5.
yeah. So we grew up like every time, like our parents would always have these like parties and stuff. So we would like get together and just do these like performances, like create these like dances and like chase the parents out of the living room to set up the stage and then bring them back, charge them a fee to come back into their own house, by the way. And then we would perform an entire like concert for them.
Amazing.
So that was like, always have been an entertainer of some sort as a little kid. Had no idea that, I wanted to form it into like an actual career. And then probably when I was 13 or 14, I started writing poetry just as an outlet. You know what I mean? I was reading poetry. I was just curious, so in high school, I took a couple poetry classes. And then in between then, it somehow just manifested to, let's add a beat. Let's try changing the poetry into song and music, because, music is poetry.
Because for me, who can't play it, like, and I used to write poetry when I was younger, but that would never have, and maybe because I'm a different generation, but that would never have been the next step for me. So how all of a sudden you could put, I still struggle with beats and stuff. How did you kind of get writing poetry to like all of a sudden put a beat to it? Did you personally, did you have support with it? Did it happen?
Yeah. My cousin was dabbling in that world as well, and he kind of was the one that inspired me to be like, okay, so we just kind of found like loops and midis online. This was like a long time ago, before we knew anything about like production, and we would just like write music and just share it with each other. That was really cool to have that support. We're just like sharing songs and like, oh, that's cool. And yeah, it God, if you were to hear the stuff I wrote when I was 15,
Yeah.
they bury me under, I swear.
Okay.
So embarrassing.
Not going to be recording them and putting them on an EP then.
No. And just from there, just gradually to just getting better and better at my craft. Since that I write all the time. If I were to show you my entire catalog, I probably have like over 500 top lines to write over. I like literally write all the time. It's one of my favorite things to do. It has become like therapy for me. So, you know, in Michigan, I lived in Michigan. That's when I started taking it like seriously, and I was just writing music. I put an EP out, and
Was it
eventually,
rap and that kind of vibe then, or was it completely different? Your early stuff.
it was completely different. It was still like trying to do pop, but yeah. But my music now is a kind of a mixture of rap and singing. So you know, some songs will be all singing, some songs will be all rap, and then others will be a little bit of both. So very kind of what like Doja Cat does. And yeah, and then I wanted to take it more seriously, and that's when I decided to move to LA.
You moved to LA because of your music, because you wanted it to be in a space that.
Yeah, I wanted to be in that space. I wanted to be surrounded by other people in the field, you know, and just like really like dive into it, because I felt very like stagnant, and I felt like I had plateaued in Michigan. Just lifestyle too, you know, and obviously the other half was the beautiful weather.
Okay.
So
How was it like? So you now moved to LA. How did you find yourself kind of restarting your career there? How happened for you?
yeah, essentially I did completely restart my career, because I will say, like, I just came here, and it probably took me 5 years in LA to actually like take it seriously, because, you know, just moving to a new place, you're trying to, you know, find a place to and find a job, new friends. You get stuck in the party life, and you're like, wait a second, I moved here for music.
Yeah.
Why am I not? You know, and then I met my current best friend, who we just like vibed, and we started working together. I found like a really amazing collaborative partner, and he has pretty much produced all my music that you hear online. And then now I'm slowly, I've been learning to produce myself as well. So yeah, does that answer the question?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive actually. So it took
Like,
about 5 years. So then what was kind of like your comeback? How did you relaunch SNG?
it was a song called Scream, and even like, if I'm being honest, all my music that you hear online right now, except for the last two releases, have just been experimental. Me just kind of like putting whatever I wanted to out there, and it probably wasn't until like I released that rap song from the Dragons and Dangerous, that was when I was like, aha, this is me.
Yeah,
This so authentic to like who I am as an artist. So, and then from there, that's when I was like, I know exactly who I am as an artist now. Like, we're just gonna like go, you know, 10,000 miles per hour.
Amazing. Do you do many live events, or was the telethon one of your?
I don't do a lot of live events. I I don't want to sound so like diva like, but I have a certain criteria into what I want to provide in a live event, and if the venue doesn't offer that, I kind of don't want to perform, because I want to bring back like the performance, like the performer, you know what I mean? Like, I want a band, I want dancers, I want the outfits, I want the LED screen where I can custom.
Do it full notch. You ain't gonna do it.
Not full notch, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'll still do a couple things, but for me also, like, it costs a lot of money to play shows, you know, and like none of these venues pay you. So it's a huge, oh, they do not. Well, lie. Some pay you, but nearly not enough as to like, I'm bringing on dancers, I'm bringing on a band, you know, I have to figure
your posse.
all, I pretty much every performance I've done, I have not made any income. I actually lose income.
Mate, I've been doing it for 32 years. It's still happening.
It's still happening. Yeah.
Like,
so yeah.
Money by now. After bloody years. I said, so sure I should have had money by now. After 32 years of being top boy.
Yeah, seriously.
Crazy, mate. But no, I get that. Yeah, because you want people. First impressions are very important. So you want at least 90% the SNG experience to be there. Otherwise,
yeah, honestly, I want to be able to provide the actual show that I see in my head. But unfortunately, I have very expensive taste. And I'm not willing to give you like a half version of it. You know what I mean?
That's good. So does that mean more videos and things like that? You'll just be releasing your music and
videos and stuff. And even that, it's so expensive. But like the which I think you said you're going to be playing eventually, the Look at Me music video that I sent you. I actually did 2 versions of that. That was during the pandemic. I created that, and I can go on and on about that. But during the pandemic, I created 4 music videos because I had time. And that was all green screen in my
amazing
tiny studio apartment. I taught myself 3D animation, and those outfits I made myself. I was determined.
That's amazing. Okay, I need to be quizzing you after this show about how to do 3D animation and stuff like that, because I'm always
all right.
I'm a 1970s boy, so like my whole experience of that whole technology was Atari Space. That's it.
I love it.
Amazing, but it ain't gonna cut, a great music video. It'd actually be quite retro now, to be fair.
Right.
Okay, but we do need to touch base about that at some point. What are you doing at the moment? What's going on for SNG now?
So I had an epiphany the other day talking to my creative collaborator, best friend. His name is Glass Battles, by the way. If you ever get a chance, please check out his stuff.
Well, come on my show.
Yeah, he's absolutely incredible. He went on. Do you know Garbage? Shirley Manson?
The band Garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
90s?
Yes.
Okay.
UK, right?
Huh?
They're from the UK, aren't they?
Original.
Oh, no. Yeah, she's got like ready kind
red.
Of. Yeah.
Yeah. But he went on tour with them in 2022. Yeah, and he's just like incredible. So if you like grunge, pop, rock, industrial dance music, that's him. Anyway, I had a chat with him the other day, and basically he convinced me to make an album. So I'm making an album.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You know what? Go ahead with the album.
I've been wanting to do an album for the longest time, but everyone in the industry will tell you singles is the way to go because of the algorithm, blah, 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 blah. And I was following that method for a while. And then after talking to him, I was like, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I want to deliver a whole body of art. There'll be singles before, and why do what everyone else is doing?
Yeah. And that's that's how it used to roll back in the day.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the big thing. An album, probably like 15 songs.
Oh, nice.
With like 6 singles coming out this year, leading up to like a spring release next year. Probably 5 this year, and then like 1 early next year or something. But yeah, it's a lot of just like producing, writing, and getting.
At the moment.
What was that?
How far are you ahead with it at the moment? Or is it just starting now?
The idea of an album is just started, but I've already had so many songs. So I probably have like 7 complete songs already.
Cool, man.
So like halfway when it comes to the music. Yeah. And now, but honestly, I'll probably write about like 40 songs for the album and just pick the best ones. Yeah. And then now it's just like figuring out the visual through line for the album and kind of what I want to put out there. I just want to get weird with it. Like I want to lean into like my, I'm highly influenced by Missy Elliott, and she always produced like some of the greatest visuals for hip hop music. So,
who have been your influences when you were younger and you were just a listener? Who was in your kind of your listening genre then, and how has that changed, or has it changed, or are you still listening to the same people? Tell us about the people who have been part of your musical journey.
It's quite interesting because I, grew up. My parents are immigrants, so they kind of just put on whatever was on the radio. So I grew up listening to just like mainstream commercial radio. But having that said, I grew up also in Texas. So I grew up listening to like Missy Elliott, Whitney Houston, LaBouche, Selena, Notorious B.I.G., TLC. That's a fun story, actually. When I was watching music videos with my cousin, who was like babysitting me, TLC came on, Waterfalls, and they're in the water and like they're doing their dance and stuff. I remember when I was like, I don't even know how old I was, maybe 5 or 6. I saw that and I was like, I want to do that. I don't know if that meant like I wanted to be like singing and dancing
in water.
I was like, I want to be in water doing that.
So have you got any videos planned for that?
No.
Maybe in the shower.
I'll just fantasize it,
If you just host a garden, they're always fantastic. So now you started your musical journey. So obviously you're getting different flavors. You're being introduced to different flavors. Did they stay your core kind of people that were supporting you in your way, or did it all change for you?
I think it gradually changed and evolved. Like a lot of my music right now has a very like pop sensibility to it because that's just how I write. That's like me growing up early stages, but when I was actually like starting to listen to music and enjoy, watching music videos a lot was like late 90s, early 2000s during the Max Martin era with Britney Spears, Boys, NSYNC, all of that.
With the Max Martin group out in Sweden in the 90s as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think as Backstreet was leaving, I was going in there. When I was leaving Britney, was there? It was the other way around. I remember now. But yeah, they were just the dawn of music at the time. They were just turning
Bring that back. I miss it so much. Like the production and like just the styling of that. That has literally shaped a lot of my writing. I do a lot of pop stuff, and for the longest time, I actually like steered away from it because here in the LA music scene, pop music isn't cool to do. You know what I mean? It's cooler to do like rock or like purely just like rap and hip hop. But I've always been that pop kid. Grew up with that. And I will say that has shaped a lot of my stuff. A lot of my rap style is most likely shaped by like Nicki Minaj and Missy Elliott. Although I did write something up the other day and my friend was like, that's very salt and pepper. I was like, oh, cool. I love it. For me, it's like, I don't think about my influences while I'm writing, because I know some people will be like, oh, I want to write something like this or like this. I just write how I feel in that moment. And if it happens to reflect my influences, that's freaking awesome. But I don't think about it. So for the longest time when people have asked me that question, I'm like, I really had to like sit down and think about it. I'm like, who are my influences? Like, why do I write this?
What was the last you listened to as a listener?
What was the what I listened to?
Last song you listened to as a listener. What was the last song you just played?
Oh, gee. That's interesting. What song did I listen to earlier today? I was listening to my own song.
That's good. That's not a bad sign.
That's so narcissist of me. But I've been listening to a lot of like Main Skin. I listen to a lot of like dance music playlists, and I also have my own playlist of like just like old time songs like Connie Francis and stuff like that. So I listen to a wide range of stuff, honestly.
Eclectic mix then.
Yeah, exactly. Or like the other day, I was listening to Salt and Pepper.
Sweet, man. So I was going to ask you, what does the future hold? But you've kind of said that. It's about developing an album, developing videos to run along and the singles that are going to come out. And where do you see your career going? Do you want to be signed by a major? I mean, like, what are your hopes and dreams for your career?
World domination.
Why bloody not? Do it.
Yes. Honestly, that's been my dream as a kid. The biggest dream for me is Super Bowl. Who knows if that'll happen? But I shoot for the stars and the moon because I dream big. I've finally in recent, the past like 5-10 years, believe in myself and like know that that's achievable. Thanks to movies like Crazy Rich Asians, seeing more Asian people in the media, it's like, oh wait, I can do this. But yes, to answer your question, world domination. I want to be signed to a major label. I don't care what label. I just want to work with good people. I want to have like a fashion brand that kind of like stems from that. I want to just have like, like artist collective, like branded stuff. I'm a very visual person. So yes, fashion brand. Fashion is a huge part of what I do and how I present myself. Not now, but but I was like, it's an interview. I literally had the thought of putting this on with like my metallic blue jacket. And I was like, wait a second, that's a little extra.
It's only Jaden. It's just a catch up over a couple of Starbucks.
And that would be difficult to drink Starbucks with that.
True that. But I'm excited by your world domination. I do hope when, maybe Lady Gaga is making a comeback and supporting you on your world tour, that I think, I must touch base with Jaden and do one of his shows now, because I'm going to be here in my little Jaden Show hole in the jungle.
Yeah. Like to expand on your question, basically, the dream is to have fans that actually care and like want to see me like on a tour. I want to play festivals. I want to show the world like what this,
SNG,
what someone who looks like me and like talks and like walks like me can do. You know what I mean? Like, and show other kids that look like me like this is possible. Yeah, that'd be the coolest thing.
I think that's a pretty impressive dream. There's an old saying that I've been living by in my life. But if you aim for the ceiling, you're only going to get half the wall. If you aim for the top, you are definitely going to hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I've kind of always aimed bigger. The thing I've done the most now is I do things because I love them, because I enjoy them, because they edify me, and because that part I am. Without expectation, I'm here in this venue because I like the songs I've chosen for today, blah, blah, blah. Which means there are ever disappointments. Because for me, in my career, when you've set an agreement with one record company and London Speakers asked you and your band to do something and that drops or this changes or someone else comes out or you're shelved and all these things. I just found it a career of such disappointment that it was very moralizing. So now
Yeah.
I'm doing all of it because I like it. I don't give a shit about the outcome because I'm going to keep doing it whether it was the intended outcome or not. And then you get surprised all the time and never disappointed.
Yeah, that's honestly the best thing. That's kind of like when I was talking about like when I didn't want to do pop music for the longest time. I was like, screw it. You know, I want to do what I want to do, what makes me feel good. You know, and turn, you like the right people find you. You know.
Before I really do want to ask you, apart from, I need you to tell all these wonderful 17 fans and a border collie watching at the moment where they can find you on social media. But however, photograph really long bloody arms. We need to talk about this. Is it something you do on the odd occasion? Is it your public?
So I am the biggest fan of realism and surrealist art, and I follow a bunch of other artists just through like Instagram, like, and I love being involved in like the art world and stuff. To me, like cover art and like the rollout of a song is so important to the artist. It reflects, you know, what you represent, you know, like what you stand for, what you like and stuff. So I just love weird shit. I've done a series. If you like scroll in my Instagram, you'll see that started it, where I did like long arms sitting on a chair in my living room. I did like super long legs and stuff. I'll do images where my entire face is cut out and just like cool stuff. And you know, I just had this vision. I went outside, just a street nearby. I wanted it nighttime, and I was like, let's do this. So it's literally like me standing, like take a picture, take another picture, take another picture, until like I'm on the ground, and then using, you know, Photoshop, I combine the arms and everything, and yeah.
I mean, that was super cool. I was like, oh, I really like that.
Yeah, thank you.
So where can we find you on social media?
All right, SNG. It's actually hard to find me on certain platforms. So everything is Music by SNG. So it's Instagram, that's my username. TikTok, that's my username. YouTube, that's my username. My official website, musicbysng.com. And on Spotify, it's just SNG. But if you just type that, you're not going to find me. So I always say type in SNG and then suddenly, then it'll bring.
I'm guessing there'll be links on your website, right?
Absolutely.
So everyone that's watching this, when we've finished chatting, go and hunt this boy down. Go and find him on all of his media platforms, and definitely go to his www.com site and find out where you can music, download, and listen to your heart's content. NG, thank you so much for spending time with me.
Thanks for having me, Jaden. This has been awesome.
Pleasure. Like I said, when you're halfway, you know, through your world domination, we should catch up and we should have another chat about how it's going. That would be lovely.
I'll come back, and then if you're ever in the States, you have to come to one of my shows.
I bloody will, don't you worry. I'll be there with my SNG, but in smaller little letters.
Hell yeah!
All right, mate. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself, and we'll catch up again soon.
All right. See you.
Bye. Bye-bye. Well, I, for one, am super excited about his world domination and his return to the Jaden Show to talk about it. How cool would that be? Please make sure you have gone and liked him, that you've gone and visited all his social media platforms, that you're listening and already downloading his tracks on Spotify, Apple, and all the major streaming and download platforms as well. Show that brother some love, and we all wish him the ultimate in his music journey. How amazing is he? Now, please come back and watch me again next Sunday when I have another wonderful person to introduce to you. I'm very lucky on this show. Now, I'm not leaving you with no more music, because this guy's amazing and we need to hear another song of his. This is called Look At Me. This is SNG. I will see you next week on the Jaden Show. Take really good care of yourselves. Stay beautiful. Ta-ra for now. Bye-bye.
Ain't accused of battery. I'm not feeling depressed, I still see sapphire seas. Look at me go. Every little stroll at 5, with the Henny on the side. Count them go up 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back up on the curbside. Look at me go. I'm in a bind, but I'm not serving time. I overtime take violet transfer lines. Look at me go, I don't need any when you come around. Look at me go. Look at me go. I may dance with death, but I'm not a running escapee. Underneath the wreckage of the mess, at least I breathe. Look at me go, I'm delayed another day. Add into the stacks of recurring rental rates. Look at me go, living in the 4 white walls, hoping I don't overdraw. I have seen the blackout twilight zone, ain't addicted, I will not withdraw. Look at me go, I'm in a bind, but I'm not serving time. I overtime take violet transfer lines. Look at me go, I don't need any when you come around. Look at me go. Look at me go. I may dance with death, but I'm not a running escapee. Underneath the wreckage of the mess, at least I breathe. Come and look at me go. Come and look at me go. Come and look at me, look at me go. Come and look at me, look at me go. Come and look at me, look at me go. Come and look at me, look at me go. I may dance with death, but I'm not a running escapee. Underneath the wreckage of the mess, at least I breathe. I may dance with death.